In this video, we are going to talk about how to specify the flow direction for an aeroelasticity analysis for MSC Nastran. So this is one thing I haven't covered yet, so I thought it'd be good to create a quick video on how to specify the flow direction. So the flow direction is mentioned a lot in the aeroelastic analysis user's guide. Here's an example where the flow direction happens to be going in the positive x direction. For this model, the flow direction is also going in the positive x direction. So today I'm using a web application that's available at theengineeringlab.com. If you go to the homepage here at the top right hand corner, if you click this blue button, fill out the form. After you fill out the form, we'll go ahead and give you access to this web application so you can experiment with the flow direction. Now, after you get access to the web app, you would go to the viewer. You would go ahead and import the Nastran model. And now let's go ahead and talk about how to specify the flow direction. The flow direction is defined in one of two entries. You could either use a Aeroelastic entry or an arrow entry. So let's go ahead and look at that. So here, if you look at these rows, arrow or arrow S. In this example, they happen to be using arrow S. Here, the ACSID column is what specifies a coordinate system to help define the flow direction. Right now, they're using coordinate system 1 to define the coordinate system for the flow direction. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and look for that coordinate system. Coordinate system 1 is here. Let's mark this checkbox, and then if you look back, now we get a label for where that coordinate system is located. But now we have a problem. There's geometry that's interfering and overlapping. It's hiding the coordinate system. So what you can do is hide these slender bodies. And now if you zoom in, this is the coordinate system. If we look here, we see that the flow direction is defined by coordinate system 1. And the x-axis is going in this direction. This is the flow direction. Now, suppose we don't want to use coordinate system 1. Suppose we want to use coordinate system 0. So we'll go ahead and use, let's go ahead and turn on coordinate system 0. So coordinate system 0 is here. Or actually, let me look for a different coordinate system. Coordinate system 100. There's one coordinate system that's angled 45 degrees, so that's the other one I want to use. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, let's use coordinate system 20. So suppose instead of coordinate system 1, we use coordinate system 20. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the pick icon for column ACSID. And now I'm going to pick this coordinate system, and then let's go ahead and deselect the other coordinate system. So let's go ahead and click that coordinate system. You'll notice that when you've selected something, it turns blue. So here you notice that the coordinate system here, CID 20, has been selected. Now when you do this, let's look at our new flow direction. So here, let me do one thing. Let me turn on the slender body again. So here, let me manually change the coordinate system ID. So before we were using coordinate system 1, so our flow direction was in the positive x-axis direction, so in the downward direction. But then when we use coordinate system 20, the x-axis for that coordinate system is actually pointing to the bottom left corner. So then, since that's the flow direction, all the geometry is being updated to align to the flow direction. So it's very important that you know exactly what the direction is, because that then determines what your C arrow 1, your C arrow 2, what your degrees of freedom are for the aerodynamic grid point. So again, it's very important that you know what the flow direction is, because if you get it wrong, you're gonna get bad results at the end. But here, we knew that coordinate system 1 was the coordinate system to use. Alternatively, I believe if I use the basic coordinate system, it should work, right? So that works. You could also leave it blank, and we know that here on the bottom left, this is the x-axis of the basic coordinate system, so this would be the flow direction if it's blank or if it's 0. Originally we did this for coordinate system 1, so I'll leave it at that. One other thing, if you do not want to use, or the alternative, in some cases you would use the arrow entry, so that would be this entry. You can only use one, arrow or arrow S. So here you would click create entry, specify the coordinate system, and fill out any other values that you might have here. Here, since I've already selected arrows 1, I only have one arrow S entry here. So yeah, that's how you specify the flow direction for your Nastran model. And one last comment, just in case if you have comments or questions, you can contact me at this email address and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So that's the end of the video, and as always, thank you for watching.